Today's a great day. I'm looking at my gorgeous daughter's face and remembering, Deanna, when you were just a little girl and you had those chubby cheeks with those dimples that looked like they were stamped in. And I see them as you're a gorgeous woman today. We're so proud of you and the woman you've turned out to be.
Deanna, this is and will always be the most important day of my life, and the thing I'm most proud of. I have often thought of this as the next chapter for us, but faced with the rest of my life with you, I realize that this is just the beginning for us and a whole new dimension to myself.
Dalton, I've been asked a few times what I love most about you, and there are so many things I could list. Your giving heart, your curious spirit, your strong sense of justice. But the one thing I always say is this: my love, wherever you are, everyone feels more like themselves.
You have showed me that it is well worth the risk, and that there is scarcely a safer place that my heart could be than with you. You have an uncompromised dignity and sense of self, seldom found anywhere else. Everything I see in you points me more towards God and to grow into loving people. With you, there is my perfect counter, but also my perfect partner.
You make people feel welcomed, at home, comfortable to just be who they are. And you've been like that for me since day one. You're truly my safe place. And today, I want to make a promise to you to be a safe place for your heart to rest.
I vow to love you fiercely and with an unending passion to make you happy no matter the circumstances. I vow to better understand ourselves, the world, and God through the best and worst of what is to come for as long as we live.
I promise to love every part of who you are, to always see the best in you, to make you feel loved and understood and cherished. I promise to always be on your team, when you win and when you lose. Unfortunately, I can also promise that I will let you down, and that life will let us both down. I promise to do my best to always point us to Christ. I love you.
We will change and become different people, which again is exciting and challenging, but mostly exciting because we will be doing it together. And through it all, I will love you with every possible fiber of my being.
Gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of these witnesses to join together Deanna and Dalton in holy matrimony.
Dalton, do you take Deanna as your wife, as your own flesh, to love her even as Christ loves the church, to protect her, and you better, and to care for her, and you better, for the rest of your life?
I do.
I'm glad you do. Deanna, do you take Dalton as your husband, submitting yourself to him as unto the Lord, showing reverence to him as the head of this union for the rest of your life?
I do.
He was definitely a surprise for me. I was the only child for 7 years, and then he ruined it. And I can remember one of the things that he loved doing with me was playing video games. And I was the older brother, and I was like, oh, this is great, because I can finally beat someone. And it was so easy. But he just kept coming back for more and more punishment. So you guys listen to God, listen to His Spirit, and listen to each other, and all the best on your journey forward.
You've always seemed to so effortlessly do everything right. You always knew how to cheer me up when I was sad. You were always the smartest kid in school. You somehow knew how to get corrected by mom and dad without sassing them, which is something that took me a lot longer to figure out. Dalton, you truly bring out the best side of her. And I know that I haven't known you nearly as long as I've known Deanna, but from the few years that I have had the pleasure of knowing you, I think that I can say that Deanna does the same for you. Really brings out the best in you.
I actually remember spying on Dalton from upstairs window the first time he came over. I know it was clear to me, and I think everybody, that you were serious about Deanna from the very beginning. No mind games or tears involved. Here's to the first day of the rest of your lives together.
It gives me great pleasure, honor, pride. I'm happy to say, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Dalton and Deanna Ackerman.